it's Jade from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1 here in my hometown, Chicago, with my sister from Season 2, Miss SONIQUE.
Hi.
She came down to perform here at Spin Nightclub in Chicago, and she did an amazing job. The people were going crazy. So how'd you like it?
I had an amazing time, you know, like getting on the plane and everything. I came down with a cold, so, you know, just getting on stage just made me forget about it, and I had a good time.
Well, honey, you did work it out.
And I've been anticipating working with you.
I know, this is the first time that we share a stage together, so it was quite exciting since...
We should do a number together.
We need to. I haven't met another girl who
Two fat bottom
flip
girls.
like that.
See.
I know, that's why you need to stay. You need to stay 2 extra days so we can work on something and then come back.
Yeah, we're good for keeping girls for extra days too. that's my stock intro.
So I know you've answered this question plenty of times, but fans all want to know what was the most amazing experience about being in the race.
I think just getting to see me in like the fly on the wall kind of
Yes.
situation, and even though a lot of stuff was edited, you know, I did say what I said, but just, you know, I just got to observe myself and fix things
Get
that
in
I
touch
didn't
with the
like.
reality of
Yeah,
reality
I was
TV.
like, you know, I
Why
don't
don't you
really
tell them a
like.
little bit more about who you were? You told me that you had been on an airplane twice, that you were basically just a small town girl that really experienced. You were literally, yeah, like.
It was all new to me. I've never been to the West Coast, but as far west as I've ever been was like Alabama. And so just getting on an airplane for the second time in my life and going to the West Coast, you know, no one I knew was there.
I could definitely kind of understand with you in the aspect of performing after the show, being thrust into the spotlight. I traveled before dancing, but never as Jade. Jade never really stepped out of Chicago besides like Wisconsin and whatnot. But being part of the show and just being like thrust into that spotlight has been kind of a whirlwind for me. So I can imagine you guys, and I'm just excited that it was a success and we do have another season, and now like we're like our own little sorority.
It is.
So
It's cool.
it's amazing, and especially that I never really had too many personal close friends in the same business, and now being in the show, we just became a family instantly. I guess it's because we're all sharing the same kind of experience, so
Yeah.
it's been great. I mean, like
And
this
it's
is the first
easier-
time we are in person together, and I feel like I've known her already for years, so
I love
it's
it.
amazing and I love it. And thank you so much for coming to
Oh,
Chicago,
Jade,
baby.
you're so
Chicago
sweet.
loves you. And
Well,
whenever you
I
want.
want to do Continental next year. I was supposed to do it this year, but I moved to California, so kind of interfered with that. But
No, do it when you're set and all that.
I'll do
But
it.
anyways, thank you for coming.
Thank
Love
you.
you. Once again, Jade and SONIQUE from RuPaul's
Hi.
Drag Race here in Chicago. It's been mwah. Take care.
Hi everyone, Cache here with the beautiful and talented SONIQUE.
Hi.
Hi SONIQUE. So many questions, but just one that I want to know because I'm personally, you know, dealing with some stuff myself. Obviously, you're living your life more as a woman now.
Well,
When
yeah.
did you start to transition,
Um,
and why?
You know what? I started transitioning once I realized that it was possible, and I had an opportunity, you know, to be on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I knew that I had to be a boy to go on the show, and I was like, you know, I'm not really a pageant girl, and I said I really want to do something, you know, great in my drag, you know, career. So I really felt like I had a good chance of being on the Drag Race. I was an alternate for the first season. They told me, you know, yeah. So they told me if they didn't use me to try again for the next season. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to hold out on my transition
And obviously
one more
they
year.
wanted you because
They
here
were-
we are.
So yeah, I'm so happy. Like it's changed my life in so many different ways, good ways and bad ways, but not extremely bad.
Yeah,
You know,
just
like people
kinda
hate
just-
me for no reason.
Well, it comes with the territory, baby.
They do. They're like, you're a bitch. You're like,
Haters like Gatorade, gotta drink them up and move on.
see. But moving on past that, just transitioning, you know, mentally first, and getting myself ready for that. You know, I did my
So you
research.
have to mentally prepare first before really,
Yeah,
taking
you have to
notes.
think, you know,
because I'm like battling right now with myself. I'm like one day I want to, and the next day I'm like, no, I like the way I am, and then I wake up the next day and I'm just like,
I know
it's just
exactly.
constant. It's just constant.
Because you feel like, well, shit, it's just easier if I just go ahead and do what I've been doing and just play it off or whatever. But the thing is, I did that and I was like, okay, whatever. And I tried to find some kind of happiness there. But once I made that step toward, you know, transitioning like officially, it lifts so much weight off my shoulders. And I feel like any time that I was happy before then was not even real until I experienced as a girl, as how I felt like I should be. And it's the best thing that like I could ever give myself.
That's awesome. So do you feel like you found happiness now? Or are you really
yeah.
happy and content with yourself?
I used to look in the mirror all the time and I used to just stare at myself. I didn't be like, who is that person? You know, like who is this boy? Who is that? And I just felt like a stranger. Like I felt like I was looking at a stranger.
Yeah, I could totally
Yeah,
agree with
it's
that.
crazy. And now when I ooh, in the mirror, I'm just like, ooh, I can't, you know. Like I see like little things changing here and there. I'm not in a rush. You know, I go to the doctor, I do everything like he tells me to. And I know like I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, you know, the most sickening tranny that ever lived. But with time, and if you do everything the right way, you'll be healthy and happy, and you'll just be glad that you did it the right way. I know for a lot of girls it's hard to get the medication and stuff like that.
Yeah, with
But-
money and problems like that.
Well, there's always, you know, a decent way to go about it.
Mhm.
And I don't recommend getting your stuff offline. I don't recommend getting
Or even on the street.
Yeah, because you just never know what you may get.
Right.
You know, and
It's just not safe.
the first time I ever did hormones, I ordered them offline on this like in-house pharmacy or something like that, and my doctor was like, "Well, you have to take your testosterone level down first before you even put hormones in your body." So what happens is you just start taking these hormones without testosterone blockers, so you have like a high testosterone level, high hormone level, you're going crazy, you can't sleep, like everything's bothering you. So you just really have to
So really, to the people out there, make sure you do your homework and really
homework.
do your research.
Talk to people that did it the hard way. Talk to girls that's done it the right way. You know, I think, and the best advice I got was from a friend of mine in Cocoa back in Atlanta, and she said, "Sonique, if you do it the right way, it'll be the most beautiful and it'll be the happiest thing you've ever done. Your transition is like your baby, like a baby, and you take care of that baby."
And you're blossoming beautifully.
Thank you so much. You know, I just feel like I'm in my own skin now. Like I'm getting there. I have my doubts sometimes when I'm out during the day. Like I don't go like slung up. I just try and dress like really like everybody else.
Right.
And I think that people look at me and they're like trying to figure out. But a lot of times that's not the case. We think that people are looking at us because we're a big man or something like that.
And
But the
so-
thing is, they're appreciating. I mean, they could be like, "Wow, she's beautiful. I like those shoes. I like that top." You know, like. So it's not always negative.
So, but that's how we
That's why
always look at it.
if
It's just like,
If I feel like someone's looking at me in maybe a negative way, I say hi. I just smile and I say hi to them. I let them know that I see that they are looking at me.
awesome.
You know, like we are people.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
and don't ever let anyone treat you like a second-class citizen. You know, and everyone deserves to be happy. And I think
Everyone does.
if your heart tells you that you're a girl, then you are a girl, and make it happen. Like everything that we want, all of our dreams are right in front of us. All you got to do is take that one step, and you're closer to it. So I just, you know, I don't know. I'm
Well,
happier.
thank you. I needed to hear that. And through my,
It's right here, girl.
I
It's
know.
right here.
I just really gotta take the saddle and really just go with it.
You
I'm
can. It's possible. Anything is possible. I know it's so cliche and we hear it all the time, but it really is. And
Hey, right.
He making it rain in
Spend it
here.
all in one place.
I love when men throw money.
I was showing.
All right, baby. That's all I had to ask, honey.
Oh, well, it was so nice to meet you.
Oh,
I'm
you
so glad
too.
that
You
I got
very
a chance to, share some of my,
Insights.
experience with you.
Greatly.
Well, you look lovely.